There's been talk in the news recently about judicial pardoning. Here to tell us more about the law is attorney Matthew Hoffmann from Battle-Born Injury Lawyers. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So the case we're talking about today is Cyntoia Brown. She was recently granted clemency by the governor of Tennessee just before he leaves office. So what was she convicted of?
So Ms. Brown, when she was a teenager, I believe she was 16, she murdered a man who apparently had purchased her in a sex trafficking ring. And despite that, she was convicted of murder at the age of 16 and sentenced to life in prison. And with her sentence, she didn't have the possibility of gaining parole for 51 years. So she would have been obviously like 67 years old before she'd even be eligible for parole. So in this case, usually what happens for clemency petitions, the parole board and the sentencing commission, they'll entertain them and make a recommendation to the governor. And in her case, they actually didn't recommend that they offer her clemency. But there was such an online support for her with people on Instagram.
Social media.
Yeah, social media. That 10 days before leaving office, the governor granted clemency and released her from prison. She still is on parole, supervised.
Does what happened stay on her record?
No, it does stay on her record, yes. And she's still under custody. She's on parole, supervised parole, but it was just determined that 51 years until probation was just unfair.
We got to wrap here in a second. I want to know real quick, what's the difference between clemency and a pardon? So
a pardon is actually a form of clemency, but it's what's best known. It's granted by the President of the United States for any federal crimes.
Okay.
So if you're pardoned, basically everything is forgiven and you're released, but it's still on your record.
Gotcha. Give Battle-Born Injury Lawyers a call at 702-570-9000 or visit their website at battleborninjurylawyers.com.